Hey y'all, how is everybody doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening. Listen, y'all, we got to unpack this show and all the foolishness we just saw and decode the mess while we at it. How y'all doing? Let me look and see who made it in here with our little family. What's going on, y'all? We got Princess High, Tasha Renee, HU Angel One. How are you? Sasha Ellis, MR Spiller, Chanel D Queen. How you doing, sis? We got Miss Sharon Redmond, Claudette, AVL, PBH. What? The family is all here? Are you kidding me? All y'all up in here? Oh man, we got Smart Cookie, Alondra, Tracy, Black Opal, Pamela, Megan in the building. Hey, how you doing? Queen C, Brown Skin Beauty. I know that's right. We got Natural Creations up in here. Man, I'm glad to see y'all. Nikita Tillman, Mama's Baby is in here. PBH say RHOP bringing it this season. That's right. Keisha Blair, how you doing? The thing moves so fast, it got away from me. I wanted to holler at you. Quiet Storm, Nika, Evangelist, and writer Valerie Robertson Smith. Good to see you. Ronetta, hey girl. Hey Roz, Nicolette Johnson. Man, look, I'm so happy to see y'all. World's greatest entertainer. Yes. Yeah, she was being fake. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Now we're gonna get into all that, y'all. All of it. Dr. Kai. Hi. Yes, listen, y'all, come in. You're at your big sister's house. Take your shoes off, get comfortable, and let's talk about what these fools was doing on this here screen. So, anyhow, first off, as y'all come in, please hit the like button and help me out. Y'all know we trying to, grow our little family. Help a sister out with that algorithm. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Share the video if you like. Let's dig into this show because it was a trip. Yeah, Wendy was doing too much. To be Black Native, you got here. Oh, now we can officially get started because BT is here. Hey, DT. Yes. Mhm. This is too much. This is too much. So listen, the first thing that got my attention, y'all, was that situation with Karen and Uncle Ray. I thought they were so cute. With her going online and advertising for Ladom and him right there being her biggest cheerleader. I absolutely love that. Tammy McClure, how you doing? Yeah, definitely. And Mia is bringing it. I told y'all, Mia got my vote. I don't care what nobody say. Mia got my vote all day, every day. Yes, it was. So I thought that was adorable. I think that also lets us know another reason why Gizzard is a little bother. Okay, Robin was in bed again. It was a shame that that man had to tell her to get her nasty behind out that bed and see about her children. Talking about she gonna get up at 7 after when the children got to be in school at 10 after. I don't even know where they did that at, where they do that. It just made no sense for me. I did also like Mia's relationship with Joshua's daddy and how they all kind of have a nice blended family. Him and Mr. G get along real good together. I want to say too, I love G. G seemed like one of the realest cats that we done seen on Housewives in a long time. We haven't seen anybody that solid since Greg with Nene, in my opinion, and Ray with Karen. I love G hands down. Even when she was talking about the situation with her mom, G was he was real. He was supportive, like just that strong voice that we don't get often, especially not a strong male voice. Yes, PBH. He is a true man. Absolutely love G. I adore G. I'm a G fan. I thought I liked Mia, but I love G. Exactly. Yeah, that was sad. That was sad. When the teacher had to say that, that said a lot. So definitely love G. Um, what I do think is, I thought it was cool too that Wendy went and sat down with Karen so Karen could tell her what it takes to run a business. And I found it interesting that she responded like a little kid, like she wasn't ready to hear the reality that running a business, starting a business costs money. So her little budget, I'm glad Karen told her the truth. Double it, honey. Instead of buying titties, she should have been paying for marketing. That's what she should have been doing. And so, yeah, you got you a nice little box. You're calling it Anya, which is nice. Okay, great, Anya. I'm happy for you. But like Karen say, don't nobody know who that is. And if I seen the box, I wouldn't pick it up. That's one of them things that end up straight in TJ Maxx or Ross in the home section, and y'all know what I'm talking about. That end up with that sticker on top of a sticker on top of a sticker that ends up saying $6.99. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So I'm glad she did that. And then the other thing that kind of got my attention was Candace going to sit down with Auntie Karen and thinking that Karen was gonna back down and be like, "Oh, I shouldn't have did that." Karen kept it real with her, like, I don't regret that. Like that's what I was gonna do. I was definitely going to keep neutral, not picking no sides. Yeah, Karen is absolutely no snake, not even close. And what I thought was interesting was the fact that Candace actually was hoping for Karen to backpedal. And Miss Karen ain't never been nobody to do no backpedaling, pee popping. Like that was not gonna happen. And I like the fact that she, kept it real because in reality, she never did do anything to Candace. She just refused to join in with a gang up on another sister. Okay. And that was ridiculous, of all of them to expect that just because they wanted to gang up on somebody and you needed Karen to really tip the scales in your favor because she is a fan favorite. I'm glad, and I think it speaks a lot to Karen's character that she was not willing to do that. And then the fact that Candace was in her face like, okay, okay, and then get in a confession like, I don't trust you. Girl, you ain't got to trust her. Trust the fact that she ain't full of crap and ain't gonna go along with yours. That's what I need her to trust. Trust that before you trust anything else. And can we talk about Gizzard Neck shading Wendy for showing her cleavage? Now, y'all let me know if it's just me, but I felt like you mad at this girl because she can actually dress. Wendy always could dress. She just didn't have nobody, okay? So with that being said, the girl wasn't doing anything out of the ordinary. You would think if you listen to Gizzard Neck that she came in there topless with pasties. But what it is, oh, now you want to show your breast. The reality is, Gizzard, it's not that you're so extra modest, you're just tacky. So you don't get extra credit for being tacky. I'm sorry. I thought Wendy looked very nice, and I'm not even a fan of Bubba Sparks, and y'all know it. But real talk, she looked nice. She wasn't overexposed. She wasn't dressed slutty. And Gizzard Neck was hating once again. But I think that's a little foreshadowing of how nasty and messy this thing is going to get before it's all said and done. Okay? Then the other thing that I want to ask y'all about, who the hell is Zen Win? When did Wendy start calling herself Zen Win? And who told her that sound good? Because it sounds stupid as hell. You ain't no Zen Win. You're not Zen, sweetie. You are not centered. Ain't no namaste happening. This is not a calm moment. You ain't got no Zen garden. It irritated the hell out of me with that rehearsed read. So basically, because that girl put her finger in her face and said, "What you gonna do?" and she had to shut her mouth because she didn't have a comeback. She's not witty. You're a book girl. You're not a smart girl. And she wasn't able to come up with something. She didn't have that quick wit. She don't have that quick mouth. And so she had to go home and rehearse and come back with her tongue tied self. Because is it just me, or does Miss Thing have a speech impediment and she be tripping all over her own tongue? Now that's what I heard. It irritates me so bad. Talking about I got time today. I got time today. Time to do what? You said you had time and still didn't have nothing. And then was it me, or did Gizzard Neck really shade the hell out of her and said, I understand that you want to train her, but you gotta let the other person talk. Now y'all know Gizzard Neck don't normally be doing that. So I really feel like there's some real foreshadowing, y'all. And I don't think that Gizzard appreciates the fact that Wendy was trying to be too friendly with Karen. I don't know. Y'all gonna let me know in a minute. I'm gonna drop that link and let y'all tell me what y'all think about this thing. And the other thing was how she sat around with everybody once Wendy wasn't there to continue to talk about Zen Win or Bubba Sparks. Bubba had me, laughing at her. I honestly feel like she made a fool out of herself. I feel like she could have kept that little rehearsed read to herself and she could have saved herself a whole lot of embarrassment. She really made herself look stupid. And I just can't imagine what it is unless our new girl Mia is right and this hooker just ain't happy at home. But that's what Mia said, and I'm starting to believe it. She keeps chasing this girl down like she looking for, some type of conversation or confrontation. And I just don't think that Mia's gonna give it to her. Now I could be wrong, but that's clearly what I saw. So it is what it is when it comes to that. And let me holler at a few more people. Let me see what y'all got to say. Because I know y'all had to say a lot, but I had to get that off my chest, y'all. It was too heavy. Natural born queen up in here. Victoria, hey. Jaja El Shabazz says, I don't like Wendy. She dresses, but I don't like her. She's condescending. Girl, I'm right there with you. I don't like Bubba Sparks either. But I ain't gonna pretend like that outfit wasn't cute. And I'm not finna pretend like Giselle ain't got nothing that look that good in her whole house. Not even that Versace napkin on her bed. Hey, Candace Lane, how you doing? Yes. Now, Miss Sharon say, is it just me or is Zen Win's butt misshapen? Thank you, Miss Sharon. I've been saying this. Nobody wants to believe me. Now, either they did her BBL incorrectly or she's just putting on that shape of garment and she don't care where them cheeks land, whether they land cock-sided, sideways. To me, it looked like both of them butt cheeks were sitting side saddle back there. I don't know. I'm uncomfortable. Pineapples. Hey, girl. Brandon say, good evening, Queen. Hope all is well. Hey, baby. Everything is everything. Hey, Amani. She say, for once I agree with Gives a Neck. Girl, me too. Wendy talks too much and too loud. Yes, she does. And I want her to quit tripping over her tongue one of these good old days. Hey, Sandy, me, myself. Hey, Shrinking Sharon. Mm-hmm. Mo Walker up in here. Hey, girl. It was too much for me. And it was like she was looking for a moment. And I don't like when people do that. Just be real and be organic. If something happened, then it happened. Let it be what it's gonna be and let it be but it's not gonna be, just let it not be that. Stop trying to create a moment. Brandon say Mia will light her up. MIA will light her up. Mia definitely hood. Yeah, she is. Natural born queen say low butt. That's what I said, girl. Those cakes were a letdown, and I do mean let down. Imani said, I think that this season all the cast gonna be annoyed by Wendy. This episode was proof. Yeah, she on everybody's nerves. She came in trying to forge a new alliance with some fake stuff, and it didn't work out. She came with fake titties, fake booty, fake attitude. Now she calling herself Zen Win. That sounds too much like Ben 10. Apparently, this heifer thinks she a cartoon character on Cartoon Network. I'm sorry, but we didn't had enough cartoons, Wendy. Enough is enough. Let it go, sugar. She says Wendy is Faja making her look like that. Oh, I don't know what's making her look like that, but I sure wanted to stop. And I was worried. I thought I was the only one that thought that those cakes were a letdown. Those cakes were a major letdown. Major. I did not understand what I was seeing, nor why I was seeing it. Smart Cookie says Mia is definitely from the other side of the tracks. Okay, and I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. I'm not from over there, but big ups to everybody who is. JC says if Wendy was smart, she would make friends with Mia and join forces to get good business advice. You better say it. And at the very least, she need to join forces to get along. Because the way she crying about money, it's a bit of a problem for me. It is a bit of a problem for me. And I'm still trying to understand who told her to sell candles. Now, just because you got you some tatas don't mean you got to, downgrade who you are. Like, how do you go from being a professor at the Johns Hopkins and then turn around now you the candle lady? Now you wants to be the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. I'm done. Yeah, she needed a round two and still got knocked out. And what's bad is the knockout didn't even come from Mia. This heifer beat her own behind. Hey, Katie B. It was just too much and I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I think that, and actually, let me say this in Wendy's defense. Maybe Wendy wasn't ready. It sure looks that way. Hey, Aries forever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I saw that, girl. I had a good friend send me that in the inbox. Mia did beat her to the punch with the candles. Did y'all see Mia had them candles out there with the cuss words on it? And the other one said karma. I was dying. Mia is a mess. And apparently Mia got the money to go ahead and execute. She ain't got to sit up there and plan and make one demo candle and then show it to folks. And then say she don't even know how she gonna market it. I think Mia's a marketing genius, and she's gonna capitalize off this moment that Wendy tried to have. Golden Life says Mia is front and center. She has the girls confused on how she can be the talk of the show, being the new girl on the block. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And yeah, Mia ended up bringing out them candles before Wendy. See, this is the thing. Wendy still hasn't learned to strike while the iron is hot. She too busy talking and looking for a moment and worried about her feelings to get her finances in order. See, people gonna learn when you start bringing your feelings into the story. When you talking about finances, that's how you lose. That's how you lose every single time. So no, I don't necessarily, I don't think I can feel sorry for Wendy. Wendy brought this on herself. Wendy brought this on herself, and nobody asked her to. Let's say that. Nobody asked her to. So yeah, and I noticed that too. She's too busy trying to watch Eddie. And I don't know whether Eddie is really cheating. So I'm not gonna say that. But I will say apparently Wendy has heard that Eddie is cheating. And apparently Wendy is worried that Eddie just might be cheating. What y'all think? Do y'all think Eddie really out there tricking or what? Because Wendy's acting mighty suspicious. Just, even her being preoccupied with this other woman says a lot to me. HU Angel 1 says the fact that Wendy conveniently settled differences between the two women who had lasting businesses, Karen and Monique, but she had beef with is suspect. Yeah, that's true. But I think she picked the wrong apple off the tree. The best thing would have been to try to get down with Mia and G, because they look like the kind of people they might loan you a little money. Now you might get in trouble if you can't pay them on them jokers back, but they look like they might loan you a little cash if you're in trouble. I'm just saying, I ain't calling nobody no loan shark, but I'm saying, if I was gonna make a friend and I was in trouble with money, it probably would have been Mia and G. Definitely G. Jaja said Wendy slung her purse and missed, and that thing came back and hit her in the face. Wendy don't have the read stamina to get with Mia. She don't. She don't. Because if she had a slick mouth, she could have read Mia for filth. It would have been funny and it would have been over. But she don't have what it takes. One, it's hard to read somebody when you envious of them. Let's just tell the truth. She's envious of that girl. So she can't really go in and give it to her and really talk about where she lacking because she doesn't even see where Mia is lacking. All she sees is everything that she's envious of. Yeah, she got the candles out, girl. Go check out on Instagram. I think I want one of them candles. I don't know if I'm gonna get the one with the cuss words, but the one that says karma, that one I think is all mine. Brown Skin Beauty says I read that Mia's worth 5 million and her husband's net worth is around 85 to 100. I would not be surprised, not with those 19 chiropractic offices. Listen, medicine is big business, and the fact that he got 19 of them, y'all better pay attention. Hey, happy to be happy. You better pay attention. Yeah, she real happy about them breasts, but them breasts is not bringing her the happiness that she named them after. I found it interesting that Gizzard Neck was disturbed by happiness, and even more interesting, the fact that Wendy ain't happy with her happiness. I don't know. I'm starting to think she should have named them Melancholy, because she seems like she is a melancholy baby. It do look like she trying to come up on a get rich quick scheme. I blame Robin. Girl, did y'all see Robin up there pretending like people just buying them hats left and right? You know she went and pulled them hats out the back of her garage and put them up there and went to front and flodging like, "Ooh, we got to get these orders out." Robin, don't nobody want them hats. Don't nobody want them hats at all. Yes, the karma candle on your list. Mm-hmm. And it says PBH says I was rooting for Wendy this season, but her insecurity. Princess say, "Hey girl," say it says karma is a B. Well, karma just might be one. Karma just might be one. And I think it's funny because Mia is serving up karma left and right. Wendy should have never came for that girl. Michelle Williams say Giselle and Robin seem as though they fading into the background. They sure are. I thought it was just me. It's like they're kind of sitting back, just being the mean old ladies who throw shots at people from the sideline. Like they're not in no mainstream drama. Yes, girl, melancholy. Can you think of a better name? Should we name them lethargy? Should we name them fatigue? Because she tired as hell. What else could we name Wendy's tatas? Y'all get down there in the comments and give me some more creative names. for Wendy's mediocre tatas. Or we could name them mediocre. That's nice. As Colin says, why is Robin and her hat still on the show? That's what I want to know. When she went dragging them hats out the back of their garage, pretending like people was ordering them, she ought to be ashamed of herself. It didn't make no sense. Lord D say, I wish Wendy would stay off social media. I think it lowers her status a little bit. Baby Wendy being on that show, trying to do them rehearsed reads, talking about she got time today and calling herself Zen Win. I think that lowers her status a little bit. That's what I think. In my heart of hearts. BT says, what is Wobbly Wobbin Dixon still running that non-existent hat business? Yes, she is. I'm tired. Don't nobody want them hats. We are tired of them hats, Robin. We are with Juan. Did y'all hear how Juan was talking to her? Juan was talking to her like, man, I'm sick of you. And listen, if she don't stop, I predict that we're gonna eventually hear Juan call her stank. I'm telling you. We gonna eventually hear Juan call her stank. Jaja say we can name him Payday Loan. Ooh, that's a good name for him. I like that. Okay, let's see. Hold on. We had a good name here. Claudette say Tied and Through. That's a good name for him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And Juan is over Robin. It's just sad. But I think at this point, if she don't stop, Juan gonna call her stank. Y'all say what you want to say. Y'all say anything you want to say. Juan is gonna end up calling that woman stank in just about a minute. And I'm still trying to understand, why did the teacher know that Robin doesn't get out of bed? Who told the teacher? Did y'all hear what the teacher said? And Michelle Williams, girl, you crazy. Where is this at? She said he probably already called her stank, but they ain't show it. You think so, girl? Mm, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was just like, I think, I think in my heart that yeah, you might be right. One might have already called that lady stank and production took it out. Now that's what I think. Oh, I just seen another good name for her tatas. Sick and Tired. Yes, that's a great name for Wendy's Titties. We're gonna have the name Wendy's Titties contest coming up soon, because happiness don't match. She seems like a bitter Betty. And I just don't understand why you would name them happiness if you're not happy. Smart Cookie says years that was pretty bad. She couldn't get the boys up on time. Yeah, that's true. It had to be something happen, or she's done something on a consistent basis for that teacher to just automatically know that Robin will get her behind up. Yep, she might have been getting them in late. That makes sense. Talking about he only there because he don't want to pay child support. Child, if Juan's smart, he'll go ahead and get custody of them children and have Robin paying him. But she the one getting the Bravo check and not him. After all, she done burn up all his money. How he gonna pay her? That ain't gonna work. Who that? Hey, boo. Yes, that was not a good look for Robin. That didn't look good at all. And she was sitting up there like she wasn't even embarrassed. And I don't know how she wasn't. I would have died of shame. Absolutely died of shame. Morgan's Musing said we can name her tatas Over and Done. I'm through. I'm through. Jaja say the teacher probably asked why they late for class and the kids told what time Robin wakes them up. That is embarrassing. Now, what I want to know is, how does she expect that man to take her seriously when she's doing things like that? How do you expect that man to even want to be with you, be seen with you? Hey, boo, not your twins, mama. Good to see you. Better late than never. It just didn't make no sense. Lorene say name him Over and Done. That's a good name for Wendy's Titties. Stoner Gaming, thank you so much for becoming a new member of the Royal Family. Y'all give Stoner Gaming a Royal Family welcome. Make sure they feel welcome. Also, if you see anybody coming in the chat that you've not seen before, please extend a word of welcome. Y'all know how we do it around here. Let's treat company good. Okay? Let's try to act right up in here. In here. Dr. Kai say Robin being lazy. She has no real ambition to be and do better, just lazy. Thank you. See, that's what I've been saying. It's been a lot of people that's been making excuses for her and saying things like, oh, maybe she depressed. That heifer is not depressed. If y'all watch Robin carefully, Robin has been lazy. Robin has been unmotivated. Robin has been unambitious. She is a dreamer. She's somebody that sits up and comes up with all these pie in the sky ideas and no way to execute them. And let me say this, sometimes she will start to execute, but she doesn't really complete anything. And even when she executes, she does not execute well. That is the problem. Hey, Jamie. So remember, if y'all remember a while back, she was saying she wanted to buy semi trucks. Then she was going to flip houses. Then, it's like now it's the hats that will never go away. It's been a whole year. I've never seen anybody wearing those hats. I ain't seen nobody cutting grass in them hats. I ain't seen nobody picking peanuts in them hats. I ain't seen nobody fishing in them hats. I ain't even seen no crackheads in them hats. Not one. And she's still pulling them, trotting them out, trying to pretend like she got a business. Let me tell y'all something. Sometimes 1+1 always equals 2. Okay, 1+1 is gonna be 2. It ain't gonna never be 3, and it'll never be 1.5. If she was really running a business, right? Really, that man wouldn't be talking about her that she's being lazy or sorry. That's not what would be happening. If she was running a business, what that man would be saying to her is, I know you tired. I know you got a lot to do. I see what you're doing. Okay, maybe you need to go to bed earlier. It would be like that conversation between Mia and G. It wasn't, oh, you were tired, you were lazy heifer, because that's basically what Juan called her, was a lazy heifer. Okay, G didn't tell Mia, hey, you lazy, stop being sorry. He said, hey, you putting too much attention on work. And, be careful now, because I need you to pay attention to me and these kids and your job around here. Juan ain't say you spending too much time on your hat business and, you need to pay more attention to your children. He didn't say that. He said you sorry. And you don't get out to bed at 2 o'clock. And what I heard was that you need to bathe. That's what I heard. Now, I don't know what y'all heard, but that's what I heard. And it's just a wrap. And Wendy, I'm watching her this season. I feel like Wendy's trying to pick a beef because the alliance she had in mind did not go well. It did not. I think it backfired because Karen was more interested in being friends with Mia and G. And let's be honest, it's because she's a whole lot more interesting. I would rather be friends with Mia than Wendy. Hell, I think Eddie would rather be friends with Mia than Wendy. Is what it looks like to me. Now the link is at the top, and y'all welcome to come tell me what you got to say rather than hiding out in the chat. But either way, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up your comments and see what y'all talking about anyway. Happy to be happy said it's having a 911 meeting. Oh, I didn't know about that, but I'm glad you said something. If any of y'all want to know what's going on, or go peep over there and want to come back and tell us what's happening over here at the house, we'll sure be appreciative to you. Jaja says to Linda Fauntleroy, right, she talking about overwhelmed with homework and practice. You were just doing that pre-pandemic. Yeah, a lot of excuses. And they're very lackluster. Mm-hmm. Lord. Wanda, so you gonna be the one start today. Okay. Wanda say her hat business is probably called Hats Be Gone. Right, right. DC. So you came to tell us about the meeting, but you didn't come tell us what happened in the meeting. Now you supposed to be one of my head snipers. Why you ain't get the business and come back and tell us what it was? Or tell us what it's about or something. Because y'all know we just talking about this show and these crazy women. Y'all know we can as soon as we leave here unpacking, we can run on over there and have a field trip. Y'all know that. D says Juan can help out too, though. Robin is doing the hats, flipping houses, raising rambunctious boys, etc. Okay, let's unpack that. Robin ain't selling no hats because ain't nobody buying them. She ain't flipping no houses no more because that's non-existent. It looked like she ain't raising them boys. Them boys act like they raising themselves. Now that's just it just is what it is. That's just is what it is. DC say he's asking. Oh, okay. No, somebody else said that. That's why I was like, if it's a 911, somebody go see what the emergency is. They family. So if family in trouble, we don't mind showing up. Hey, boo, I like you too. Oh, okay. Yeah, Robin ain't doing a god doggone thing. And they say it's on her backup channel. Well, what's the name of her backup channel? Y'all got me trying to get off this business and get on some other business. What is really going on? Let me find out y'all got some more drama brewing out here in these YouTube streets. We trying to see what's going on TV with these pretentious heifers in Potomac on the Bravo network. And y'all they say it's called Sharrell's Way. Child, well, one of y'all get over there and tell me what's going on. Please, please, please. I'll do something real sweet for you if y'all go find out what's happening. Because right now, your big sis has no idea. Smart Cookie says this show has to go on. Well, we gonna go on then. That's what our little sister Smart Cookie says. All right. M.R. Spiller says, you don't think Robin is doing all those things? Um, M.R. Spiller, that question's for you because I really don't think she's doing nothing. When is the last time we saw Robin flip a house? We saw Robin even try to flip a house since the season where Gizzard Neck tried to attack Monique. When was the last time she flipped the house? Linda say, be right back. Okay, yeah, M.R. Spiller, I'm with you. Sharrell's Way, I just peeked in. It's about one of Sharrell's friends, maybe YT. The young lady is needing encouragement for a situation. Oh, okay, that's something different. I mean, y'all know we do encouragement over here, but right now we sitting up talking about this show. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave for that. Now, if something serious that went on, make no mistake, we show up for our folks. Period, point blank. But if it's a matter of somebody needing encouragement, I understand that, and we're gonna send positive energy, positive vibes, and we're gonna send some love. Yeah, something like that. We definitely send in love and support. I'm not gonna get in on that one. I don't have nothing to do with that. Okay, that's sweet. Well, y'all send love, okay? Send love. Yeah, DC, I'm with you. I thought somebody was messing with them. Right. Now that'd have been different. When family's in trouble, we always have each other's backs. That's why I call y'all the royal family. We act like family over here and we look out for each other. World's greatest entertainer says all her businesses have failed and it was season 4. Exactly. I knew that was a while ago when that took place. Ain't nothing else going on. Says she better buckle up and do one of those things or she gonna be off the show. Well, she better do something. Because at this point, Juan is unimpressed. And I think Juan is helping. I think Juan is actually trying to do something to better himself. And Robin ain't doing nothing but barely filming for this show. Because in my opinion, I don't think she's doing too much for this show. I think she phones it in. She doesn't give us anything interesting or entertaining. The only thing that she has going for her is being Gizzard next backup. Yeah, right now, yeah. Okay. No, 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 Eva, that's okay. That's different. That's not promoting. That's family. Okay. Thank you for the super sticker, lovely Sherry. I really appreciate it. That's sweet of you. I really appreciate it. Okay. Jaja says, do you ever think we'll get the epic showdown of Robin and Giselle turning on each other for the check? I think we'll get it if they ever officially announce that Robin's job is on the line. I think Robin might come out like a pro and show us what them big shoulders can do. DC say Wendy's new additions can be called hair and line. You know what? That is new. The hairline is new. JC say that's right. At this point, Robin may as well be a camera person. Exactly. Ain't nobody gonna miss her. Ain't nobody gonna miss her. She gonna be A-OK. Uh-huh. Yeah, and Juan do know she need to check from the show. I'm just trying to figure out what they're gonna do with Robin. Robin is furniture. I feel like Bravo needs to go around, take inventory and figure out what needs to go. Now they done got rid of Cynthia's boring behind from Atlanta. Good start. Robin should be next. Robin should definitely be next. Stoner Gaming saying Robin is lazier than Michael Myers, who refuses to run and get you, but somehow Mike Myers still gets it done, and she doesn't. So y'all tell me what Robin's worth is. Don't worry, I'll wait. Well, we're gonna all be waiting. We're gonna all be waiting. And this is the other thing that I'm finding interesting. Like, I'm not sure exactly what Giselle is doing where Wendy's concerned. It's almost like I feel like she had a problem with her being close with Karen or trying to have a relationship with Karen. Because I don't think not Wendy, I don't think that Visit Net really wants anybody to build any bonds with Karen. Um, Oh, she was just a friend. She was pretty though. I think that had something to do with it. But there's a certain type of nastiness that she's throwing at Wendy. It almost makes me feel like she wanted to do all that to Wendy last season, but she refrained from it because Wendy was helping them gang up on Monique. Like that's not just new venom. That's some old fermented venom. Like that's some venom that's done set up like moonshine and just got right. Like there's no way that this was just a new feeling. No way. DT says, I want to name Wendy's new business Bubba Scented Candles. Now, I would buy a Bubba Scented candle. If she would just embrace the fact that she's Bubba Sparks, I could work with it. I could work with it. It would make sense. Now, you know what, Claudette? You miss it. Claudette say Mia is doing more in 3 episodes than Robin in 6 seasons of Potomac. Now, you know what? I wish I could tell you you was wrong. I wish I could. In my heart. These say, I think Robin should remain a full housewife. I may be one of the few though. Yeah, baby, you one of the few. It's about 3 or 4 of y'all out there. And y'all stand strong, yeah? Mm-hmm. You like Wendy? Well, I'm glad somebody like her. I'm never gonna like her. I have quite a few reasons, but I'm never gonna see her for Bubba Sparks. Never. Absolutely never. Her behavior last season, on her very first season, it was absolutely abysmal. The way she attacked Monique was horrible, and it was unconscionable considering the fact, Lord Natural Born Queen say, Bubba without the sparks. Have mercy. But it was abysmal because she didn't even know that lady for the directed attacks that she gave, right? It was just so fake. She was putting on a performance, in my opinion. The degree talk, and now that she done went and got her body all chopped up in a nice way, because it is put together nicely. The butt was a letdown, but everything else looks a whole lot nicer. I feel like I feel like basically she may have been hollering about degrees, like somebody was saying yesterday, because she wanted to cover up for her insecurities about her appearance. And now we're kind of seeing like she really wanted to make a big bang with her surgery, and it just didn't go over that well. It went over like a lead balloon. And I don't think she's ready to come to terms with that. And maybe it's possible that she did not get that surgery for the right reasons. Now that's what it's starting to look like. If you want to do something just because you want to make yourself feel better, I'm all for it. Like, do whatever you got to do, sis. We got your back. But when you're getting surgery because you feel insecure around other women, you haven't learned to love yourself. I don't know whether they're still doing psychiatric evaluations before they allow you to have surgery, but somehow I think they're not. Because if they were, I don't know if she would have qualified. I think Wendy got some underlying issues that are psychological as to why she got there. And I don't know whether it was the best thing, because now she doesn't spend her money on tatas and a booty. That is, again, a letdown. And now she want to start a business and don't have the funds. JC said maybe the booty can be named chopped and screwed. Now, you know what? Y'all done started that mess again. Dr. Kai said Robin needs to go back to school for something else. She can't even do a proper PR on herself. Oh, Jesus. Natural born queen says she has no balance between substance and shallow. Very true. Very true. Hold on. I'm missing. Y'all having whole conversations down here, and I'm missing everything. Destin027 says yes to Amani. She's condescending with a nasty ass attitude. She does. And it's no reason. No reason. Yeah. That's true. That's true. But you know what though? I'm gonna say this, and I know we ain't talking about Atlanta tonight, but I honestly feel like that's what Candy be doing, overcompensating. But all the sex talk and the threesome talk and the NDA talk and waving dildos in the air, it's overcompensation. You can tell when somebody's not happy with themselves because they tend to do way too much. Linda Team says, I agree with you about Wendy's surgery. Okay, so I'm not the only one who sees it. I'm not the only one who sees it. And it's really crazy because, yeah, who has the party for plastic surgery? And sis say, how does she not have the money? Well, how she doesn't have the money is that she's $1 million in debt. That's a good reason for anybody not to have the money. First of all, you wouldn't catch me nowhere smiling at nobody. If I was $1 million in debt, I would be in hiding. DC says, I didn't agree with her behavior toward Monique. I have to hold her accountable. The degree talk didn't bother me, same as bragging about my man or my money. I found it to be just like a housewife's thing. Yeah, at first I was with you. At first I thought it was cute when she said Dr. Wendy to you, sweetie. I thought from that moment I was gonna like her a little bit. I thought she came on a little strong, but I thought I was gonna like her a little bit. And then next thing I know, that's all we heard about. Like it wasn't just my man, my money, my fabulous life. All we heard was degree, 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 like this heifer was selling deodorant. That's all I got from it. Hey, Corrine. Hey, Smart Cookie. How you doing, girl?
Hey, Sanitra. Hey, Royal Family.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had to come up here. I was working out and trying
What
to
you
trying
do
to work
being
it
all
out.
healthy and stuff? Now you know what
Yes,
you popped in the other morning on Good Morning Royal Family and let us know you was doing the trap cardio. You all healthy and pretty. Go
I'm
on, girl.
trying. I'm not. I'm overweight a little bit. I just hide it. Y'all can't see it because I know how to squeeze it and hide it.
I know that's right, girl. What you got to say about these crazy people?
So, okay, a few things that kind of stood out to me. Why did Robin need to tell Wendy that the other lady was her African sister? That kind of pissed me off a little bit tonight.
Me too.
And then, but the girl is beautiful. I would like for her to be on the show. Get Robin or get Gives a Nick off.
Yeah. Yeah, she was very pretty and she was kind of giving me East African. Like she had that real cool, pretty, almost sandy brown tone. Like her skin was gorgeous, her hair was gorgeous, her cheekbones were gorgeous. That's
Her
a pretty girl.
personality.
Her
Her person.
personality was absolutely gorgeous. She was just a gorgeous girl and so graceful. Even the way she walked, she just floated in there just gracefully. She was lovely.
And I'm not surprised that Mia was a stripper. This is the thing. Wendy does not like women that work hard, that don't work hard for what they have. That is a problem for Wendy. It's a major problem for her. She despises women that just get things naturally. And I don't like that because I've always been that girl that just got things just because of my personality, just because I always had a smile on my face, and other women did not like that about me when all they had to do was just, either get with me and find out how I was doing what I was doing, or just try it. If they want to stay in the background and just watch me. I cannot stand people like Wendy that think that you have to work hard for everything. That's not the case for everyone. It takes all type of people to make this world go round.
It's true, but this is my assertion. Just because she didn't go and get a PhD does not mean that that girl did not work hard. She doesn't know what that woman has gone through in her life. And that's why it's dangerous to sit in judgment of folks because you see the end result. You don't see the
Correct.
journey that that person walked. It's a lot of people that sit up and decide to be envious of other women and other people. And if you had to do what they had to do to get it, you wouldn't even want it.
Exactly. I mean, this woman don't have a mother. At least Wendy has her mother's support. This Mia, she has some issues going on. We don't know what she's been through. But I do like her story, and I really love her clap back with purchasing the candles. I tried to purchase one today, but they're all sold out.
That quick?
Girl,
Oh
yes, they
God, I
gone.
procrastinated. And I ain't gonna get me no candle. And Mo Walker is telling the truth. Strippers do work hard. I've known quite a few in my life. That is not easy work, and quiet is kept. And that stiff silhouette challenge, Wendy couldn't do it on her best day. Those
Oh
girls are
Lord.
freaking, first of all, those girls are world class freaking athletes. Do you know how hard it would have to be to pull your entire body weight up a freaking slick pole?
Yes,
Only,
with your
only, being, only
legs.
being able to balance your shin bones on that pole and gripping up and pulling up by the strength of your arms. That is not a simple thing to do. And then they have to hold your body weight up by your legs. You have to be in shape. Those girls are athletes. I have nothing but respect for those ladies. And I feel like the people who have such a problem with them are women who are unmotivated. You're not comfortable with yourself. And rather than just say, sis, I wouldn't have chose that path, but you go, girl, it's because you're not happy with yourself. You're angry with yourself about something.
Baby, I bet Wendy is in a closet somewhere crying, knowing that Mia then sold all of her candles out today.
Thank you. Quickly, quickly. Yes, Miss New Booty. Zoe say witchy Wendy. Exactly, girl. Witchy Wendy. And it doesn't make sense. Instead of just congratulating your sisters, I feel like you miss out on wonderful women when you take it on yourself to just be hateful for no reason. Nobody asked her for that.
Or just working just as hard as she worked on those degrees. She needs to be staying up all night thinking of other ideas. Stop copycatting. She didn't copy Portia on naming the boob. She copying somebody else with this candle line. Like, come on. I mean, and then the whole thing is when you don't have any buzz in your own community, when people of your own community, your own where you from, when they don't like you, something is wrong. You need to go back to the drawing board.
Right? But there's a lot of that going on just with black folks, period. We don't support each other. And unfortunately, Wendy is one of those people. She strikes me as somebody who doesn't support her sisters. And so now she finds herself in a position where her sisters don't support her. We ain't here for you. A lot of us are not. Because
And
the way
me,
she behaved was ugly.
yes, and Mia better be careful because I can see in the clip for next week that Giselle is up to something. She trying to catch up. She's trying to like get some information out of Mia. I don't know what she's trying to do, but that last clip just showed, she had Robin together. She can never do this stuff alone. She had Robin right there beside her, and she had to call up Mia and have Robin telling her what to say. They trying to plan something. Well, Gizzard Nick is trying to plan something. Robin just going along with it.
She's just there. But this is the thing. I have a very comfortable feeling that anything they cook up, I believe Mia got them. See, this is an interesting addition. This isn't like Toyota on Atlanta. Toyota was like they were trying to bring the Bad Girls Club to RHOA. Not sure why they would have done that, but they did. It wasn't a good dynamic. This is something interesting. This is somebody who fits into their area because she has the coin. She's got more coin than quite a few of them on their show, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And she brings that edgy element that we have never really seen in Potomac. They tried to treat Monique like she was edgy, but Monique really wasn't edgy. She was just more real. She was more real. She was a lot more relatable to regular black women that don't have their noses hoisted so high into the clouds.
Yes.
Now you got somebody with a little edge to them, with a little grit to them, with a little street to them. Let me tell you, you can't grab a girl from the strip club and think you're going to intimidate her with some well placed words. It's not going to work.
Not at all.
So if
And
Gizzard Neck goes that route, she might get embarrassed. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You're talking to somebody who knows how to cut bitter wives. You don't think she's ever ran into a bitter wife who's upset because her husband done spent all her light bill money down at the paint?
oh yeah, because she snapped back on her tonight when she told her. She said, "I don't know what escorts do. That's not what I was doing."
That's right.
When Gizzard Nick tried to throw her aside one.
Yeah, and the thing is, don't project, Visit Neck. Don't project. You're upset because maybe J Mall had a few escorts and he had some cheerful givers that were just giving out charity.
See, here's
So
the thing with Giselle. She come back from that older generation. What is it? Zen X, where they were told, back during school days time, where they were told,
wait,
oh,
wait, wait, hold on, sis. That's my generation.
no, I'm sorry, but this is what happened in your generation, school days.
I'm
They
messing
was
with you.
told
Yeah.
they were. I know. They were told, oh, you light skin, you got pretty eyes, girl, you gonna have it all. But that's not the case. Like in today's world, you gotta bring more to the table than those light eyes and that light skin. It's not enough.
Listen, baby, you're right. Yeah, and yes, Tammy McClure, I said cheerful givers, honey. The mall had a lot of cheerful givers. They was just giving charity, honey. They said without charity, we have nothing. But yeah, it's true because in reality, that's all it took. That's why I tell girls now, I tell my daughter that's down there with y'all in the chat, hey, this is a great time to be a black girl. Because when I was a young black girl, that's what it was. Like you had to almost insist upon your beauty. because your beauty was not seen unless you was a light bright next to white, and that's just the facts. And Giselle has skated by on her complexion quite long enough. And now we've entered into the era where you young girls are beautiful. Y'all come out the womb looking like cover girls. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Me and all my girlfriends, we started off rough and had to glow up. Our high school pictures, we look like, we have been doing hard time. Hard, like Casey and JoJo said, life light. We look like we were some lifers and we had to glow up.
Well, y'all lived in an era where, it wasn't all about all that makeup and all of that.
It
We lived
wasn't. No, baby, that ain't what it was. Don't let nobody lie to you. We were trying to wear makeup. We just didn't look that good. I'm gonna just give it to you blood raw. We didn't look
okay.
that good. When you had a pretty girl, a real extremely pretty girl, she was popular because it wasn't that common. Okay. Now, if you were the
Hmm.
chubby girl, that was your name. We had, the thin one and the fat one. You had, fat Mona, and then you had, tall Mona. If you were the pretty girl, pretty Pam. It wasn't common. Now, all of you girls, when y'all get out of high school, all y'all pictures look like y'all easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. This is a fabulous time to be a black woman and to be a young black woman at that. So, what she's going to have to understand is that this is a new day, darling. You're not the pretty girl. Everybody's pretty girls now. The girls that wasn't pretty back in the day done got pretty. And all of our children look like they look like we gave birth to them on a catwalk. So now she has to actually compete with something other than pretty privilege. Because now all the sisters got pretty privilege. And we got every other woman in the world dying to join the club. And all I want y'all to do for me is hold the door. Don't let them in. If that's what Giselle has got a problem with. No more pretty privilege when everybody's pretty.
No.
That's what's up. Hey, Katie.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, child. What you think about these crazy people?
Oh, well, since y'all talking about Giselle, I'm gonna talk about her for a minute, but I wanted to roast Wendy.
Girl, go ahead and roast Bubble.
Well, let me start with Giselle though. Since we talking about Giselle.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Giselle, she's good looking, but something is clearly wrong with her.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that what is she, 55 years old? And in all this time she ain't never kept a man?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need you to bring something better than just your looks, because something's not working. I don't know if Karen was right with the lumpy and bumpy, but something is definitely going on. That in all this time, the best you could do was a serial cheating pastor.
Oh, well, now I know you heard her tell her daughters that she had her a basketball player, but apparently she couldn't land him, honey. She couldn't close the deal. Now I know you heard her tell her daughters that she had her to be black native. I'm gonna go ahead and mute your mic so you can close your other browser. But what you were saying, Katie?
Oh yeah, but I mean, she had a basketball player, but I mean, it's a difference between somebody willing to do you and somebody willing to take you home.
Well, it looked like Jamal wasn't that interested in taking her home, not when he had somebody pregnant on the wedding day.
And look, if this allegedly she went to the whole mental institution thing that's been going around before she married him, she need to go back to that mental institution and get her money back or whatever it was that they paid them people with, because she was not cured. How you go in, he put you in there because he was cheating on you. You get out and you marry him?
Well, see, this is the thing. I feel like she ended up at the institution because she had a breakdown. She cracked up. That's what I think. I think it's because she cracked up. And of course she went ahead and married him because she wanted to save face. She didn't want it to have it look like I lost. I'm the pretty, lighter complected girl, and I lost out to this brown girl. Like that was too much for her. We saw how she acts when she feels like a brown girl upstages her last year with Monique.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So naturally, just her persona, she was not going to let that woman win out over her. So she went ahead and did it. And Jesse, you right. Y'all think I ain't watching them comments. I'm watching y'all talking about Jamal needed to stick to me. You right. You
Jamal
right.
clearly trying to raise a small village.
I don't know. I'm scared. Listen, if he gonna do it, he need to do it like Nick Cannon and take care of all them children. Stop having people calling the preachers and reporting that he's not paying for kids and he ain't seen children in years at a stretch. I'm gonna need him to pull a Nick Cannon if you're gonna be around here doing the Johnny Appleseed and just sowing your seed everywhere. When when we in church, those of us who love the Lord, okay, when we're sowing seeds, it's an offering, not what J Maul doing, okay? That's not what's supposed to happen at the altar call. Okay, not what J Maul is doing. And I
Yeah,
think
that's very true.
I'm glad, and I'm gonna tell you something else. I'm glad she finally let that narrative go, pretending like her and J Maul is in a relationship. They ain't in no relationship. Now she need to stop lying.
Oh, but she's still lying. Oh, Monique and her binder brought them closer together, but the panorama tore them apart. Like, stop.
Get up out of here with that. I'm ready for the roast of Bubba Sparks. I'm ready. Run it. Run it.
I just Wendy completely replaced her personality from last year. Last year it was, put some spec on my name. I got 4 degrees. Call me Dr. Wendy. And this year she is a stripper and a candle maker. I don't get it. She got new titties, new butt, and she out here feeling herself, and she just abandoned all of her 4 degrees.
All of them.
That's the weirdest shit I've seen so far. Like, what the hell just happened?
Desperation. That's what just happened. We just watched desperation play out on the screen. And yes, Tammy, I'm sick of her. I've had E to the enough. To be black native, what you got to say about these crazy people?
Girl, I put in 2 comments, and for some reason they never got read. But there's probably so many comments coming through. No,
Yeah. Ain't
no
no way
big.
for me to read all them comments. I'm gonna catch the ones I catch. If they super chat, I'm surely gonna catch them because they're in a different color. But I can't guarantee you I'm gonna see all your comments. But what happened?
Well, did y'all hear that Robin's parents have a whole lot of money?
Yeah, they got money.
So they keep bailing her out, and she doesn't seem like she has any incentive on her own. She's one of those poor little rich girls don't know what to do with herself.
I mean, you could say that.
And why is Robin mama working for her?
Because she's trying to encourage her baby. I understand. Listen, if my daughter opened up a lemonade stand, matter of fact, they did have a lemonade stand, and I worked for them too. But usually, at a certain point, a mother can back off, and your baby can show you she can fly on her own. Now, what's sad is Robin is that old, and her mama's still coming in to be her pinch hitter. Because let me tell you, smart
That
cookie,
part.
let me make you laugh. My babies had a lemonade stand, and I want y'all to know I was the card girl. You know how the people be out there with the card, flipping the card and waving at the people? That's what I did for them. I put on a red dress. That's when I still had my shape for real. And I was out there waving the card, bringing people in to buy lemonade for my children. That's what I did. So, see, mamas do that. Their babies are just learning how to run businesses. But the fact that Robin is 2 days older than Dirk, and she still needs her mama to come in and be her clutch hitter, that says a lot about her. Like, you still haven't grown up, and even your mother knows it. That's what I saw with that. Your mama know you sorry as hell. I want her mama to come over there and beat her out that bed with a belt. If I could just see one time Mama's mama pop up at that house and do a drive-by beating, I swear I send that lady a bouquet of flowers. Because that's what Robin needs. That's the one thing her mama didn't give her. She did not tear her behind up, and she should have. That's why she's sorry as hell. That's why she messed up that boy money. And that's why she running around here being Gizzard Nick Flunky. See, the rest of us, we had real mamas that told us, don't be following up behind nobody, quit running up behind that girl.
Yeah, I
See,
had
her
a sink
mama
or
should have
swim
told
type
her
of
that.
mama.
Huh?
I had a sink or swim type of mama. My mama was like, make a way, find a way.
Well, see, I'm not one of those mamas. I'm never gonna be one of those mamas. When my children go in, I'm all in. I'm that mother that will literally, if I got to sleep underneath the bridge to get money to fund your dreams, I'm that mother. I'm gonna get mine all the way to that box. Okay? We're gonna act just like we on the football field. I'm gonna block for you. I'm gonna keep them jokers off your back until you can get in the end zone. But my problem with Robin is, baby, you old. You're not a kid no more. Why are you not in the inbox? Why don't you know how to do it by now? Because we see that your mother is a mama like me. She's a supportive mama. She all in. As Uncle Perry would say, balls to the wall. She all in. And as old as you are, you still ain't got it. Girl, bye.
You got to give your mama something to support, though.
But,
you know, you keep making all these dumb decisions. You know,
we can't even say that to be Black Native, because in reality, every other year she coming up with something else. She want to flip houses. She want to drive trucks. Now she want to sell hats. She keep giving her mama something to support. The problem is, even with the support, the heifer can't close the deal.
that part.
That's the problem. We can't blame mama, because mama on her job. The only problem I got with her mama is why she ain't went over there and whooped that girl out the bed and made her wash up behind. Because I would be embarrassed as hell for some man to be on national TV telling my baby that she's sorry, laying up in the bed and not washing her tail. Now that's what we not going to do.
If it was just for the sake of the doggone cameras, get your ass up.
Thank you. But just, as a mother, I'm not going to be humiliated like that. For somebody to tell me that I raised a girl that's so sorry she won't get up and wash her behind and feed her children. I would have dug a hole and died. And after I came back like Lazarus, I'd have went over there with my best scrap and I'd have beat her out the bed. That's embarrassing.
You know what? Robin needs to reach out to Monique for some advice on how to be a wife and a mother.
Yeah. She don't need advice. Ain't gonna help her. She need a whipping.
She needs a book, not for lazy moms.
Yeah, exactly. She don't need no book. She need a behind toe up. Listen, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody want to act like the whippings is old school. Well, then call me a throwback. I'll be that.
That's what I'm seeing. I used to get my ass beat.
That is what I'm seeing that was lacking with Robin. Those people were there for her financially. They were there for her husband. I'm pretty sure they floated the money after she lost all that man's money from playing basketball. They've done everything they needed to do. Everything that they needed to do to support this lady. And you still can't get it together. Still can't get your behind out the bed. That was really embarrassing. And I'm telling y'all, the most embarrassing was that teacher, the fact that the teacher knew that you have a habit of laying up on your behind instead of doing your job as a mother.
But you know, Robin didn't get up. Why was Juan not being a father and making sure they was awake?
Well, it looked like to me the children were up, so that means that Juan probably went ahead and did it, but he still said something to her sorry behind her back.
But Juan has a job. He has a job. Robin don't have no job.
Right. She's playing with hats. Yeah, she's playing with hats. That's what she's doing. And instead of playing, and really she wasn't even playing with hats at that point. She was just laying up on her stank behind.
With all them boxes back there just closed up with nothing in them.
Thank you. Don't nobody want them hats.
If she had that many orders, why is she just sitting on them? Why haven't you mailed them out if they was already packaged up? What are you waiting for?
Why don't she bring her sons up there to work and help her with that too?
You know what? That right there, that'll teach responsibility.
Honey, she ain't called them boys to come help her because ain't nobody ordered nothing. Y'all better pay attention when stuff is just for people. Ain't nobody ordered nothing.
And what did she work? A sweatshop? Why she got her friends in there? What the
hell? Girl, didn't I just tell you that's for TV? Her friends showed up because that was their chance to be on Bravo.
That's right.
And that was not there to do no work.
Them too.
Now that's all it was. Now what I want y'all to really explain to me, explain this one to me, now that I can pick somebody else's brain other than mine. Why did Candace think that Karen was going to come over there, or did she think Karen was going to come over there and be like, oh, I've seen the error of my ways. I should have helped you gang up on that woman even though she didn't do nothing.
Because she was spoiled as hell.
She thought her house was nice enough to change Karen's mind.
Speaking of women with
not used to somebody telling her no, who is not her mama, of course, because her mama gets that ass, but she not used to it. She acts like there's no way that a person can stay neutral in between two friends.
I love it when Karen told her, I'm not changing my mind about how I felt. Like,
I
I'm
loved it.
standing on my position. I'm staying neutral about the situation.
And
Mm-hmm.
at least the whole conversation was calm, though.
Yeah, it was. I feel like it was calm because Candace didn't have an audience. If she had had some other people watching, baby, she'd have whipped out that Kleenex.
Oh, she did though, and I'm mad. I'm mad. I was like 2-3 episodes in, no crying, and there go the tissue.
But no, if she'd have had an audience, she'd have whipped out that Kleenex and started crying and whimpering and making noises. She'd have been raising her voice and trying to put on a performance. So because there wasn't an audience, you didn't get a performance. And I'm glad for that because it's old enough already. The reality is she pretended as though she didn't understand that Karen was being neutral. She understood that Karen was being neutral. She understood that Karen was not taking a side. What she understood also was that Karen wouldn't help her gang up on that girl. And that was the
That was
issue.
the problem, yeah.
That was the issue. So she kept pretending not to understand what was happening. When she understood full well what was happening. Evangelist and writer Valerie Robertson Smith says Robin is spoiled. She expects someone else to do what she doesn't. That's not real life. I know that's right. You better say that, sis. Candace needed to have a tissue business out for this season. I bet you she'd have sold more tissues than Robin sold hats.
She really
Queen Jean say both Robin and Giselle need to work on having self-love and stop worrying about these men. I don't think they worry about men at all. If you ask my brother-in-law, Perry say they worry about each other.
And
Our
she's
head,
a different color wig. My God, blonde is
look
over.
here. And our favorite and head sniper says the folded airplane Kleenex. Now I personally would buy folded airplane Kleenex. I would. If she sells them,
I would buy tissue from Candace because they got to be soft as much as she cry.
mm-hmm. Yeah, if she sell them, I'll buy them. It's worth it. It's worth every penny if she would just sell them. So
But
I'm not sure why she hasn't done that and why she keep wanting to be an
Maybe
actress.
she don't.
Candace is a very good actress. I like her and I love her voice. I think she has a beautiful voice.
Really?
I think she's a beautiful voice and she's a good actress.
I like the acting. I don't know about the singing.
I was gonna
I'll
say
take her.
I'm here for her storyline about the acting, but she can keep the singing.
Yeah, her singing is mediocre and her acting is really bad. I'm sorry. And so is
I
her
liked
makeup.
her in that Christmas movie. I liked it.
It looked really corny and campy. I went
I
back.
like her in the show with Loretta Devine. My kids watch that show. I'm not sure what it's called, but it comes on Netflix. She did really good on there with Kenya Moore.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like her.
I have to see her in that one to see how it came out. Because when I saw her acting before, like her acting is overacting. She comes off like a Tyler Perry movie actor. You
Yeah, she
know,
can be theatrical at times.
yeah, like she's about to go and star in Mama I Want to Sing, and I'm just not. I'm not here for it. I'm not. And that singing is real mediocre.
Well, I like
you can
the
carry
acting
your tune.
storyline. I think it's better than the crime storyline.
Well,
I
they're
like
both
her. I
they're
like her
both
singing
pretty
and her
bad.
act.
They're both pretty bad. Like her voice is so mediocre. Like we don't need that. I keep telling y'all, I'm waiting on another singer to come out because we ain't had no singers in a while. We haven't had any singers come out in a while.
I
And this
haven't
girl
seen
here,
a new video. I don't know.
No, we got the new girl. She's not black, but there's a new lady that can sing really well. She has this song where she's talking about how she's talking about I can't think of the name of the song. Hopefully it'll come back to my mind. But I'm getting older. But before I get on that, why doesn't Wendy have $50,000 to $100,000 laying around somewhere or access to that type of money to
because
do her
she's in $1
business?
million worth of debt. That we're not exaggerating when we say that, sis. $1 million worth of debt. Thereabouts.
Really?
So no, there's not going to be no $100,000 laying around. That's why when she mentioned them 20,000, Eddie looked at her like she had a bird on her head. Ain't no money. The money she spent on her tata, she should have saved that for her business, or she should have put it on her
One
bill.
paragraph for her business plan. One paragraph?
Well, we talking about somebody who is a professor at the Johns Hopkins, and I'm gonna leave that right there. Yeah, at the Johns Hopkins.
The, she's like,
Mhm.
that's not enough. Karen's like, no.
Well, Wendy, she should start a
No, she
YouTube
ain't paid for them,
channel.
Victoria. She still got to pay for all them degrees. And that house that she went and got just so she could be on the show, Miss Thing had to take out 2 mortgages to pay for that house. So that's why she's
Ooh,
in
what
that
did you mean?
trouble. So that's why she's in that trouble. Okay. So see, when you try to live a certain way because you want to be perceived a certain way, you want to be looked at a certain way, you're really playing yourself.
Yeah, they need to stop focusing on what other people think about them. That's why you in a
Right.
$1 million debt.
And why don't these shows stick to the title? If it's, basketball wives, why is it not wives? If it's housewives of Potomac, shouldn't the people live in actual Potomac?
My God,
Well,
Wendy
see,
lived like 4 hours away. How far away she live?
it wasn't quite that bad, but so does Giselle. Giselle don't live in Potomac at all.
We know that Giselle can't afford Potomac.
Like literally, the only person that's in Potomac now at this point is Karen. It was Karen and Monique, but now it's just Karen.
Yep.
The
I think
rest
that
of them,
Giselle. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no head. Go ahead, baby.
I think Giselle secretly hates Mia too because Mia is everything that she's not. Mia has makeup, you guys, and Giselle makeup flopped. Mia has the man that, takes care of her and that brought wealth and that's sticking with her. I think that Giselle low key don't like Mia either.
I can definitely see that. Definitely see that. And I
Same
feel
way
like
that she didn't like Monique.
right, but it was a little different with
Yeah.
Monique.
Monique
Yeah,
brown skin. That's
yeah,
that.
that brown skin. That brown skin heated her up with Monique. Because
Yes.
one, every woman that Jamal went and got with after her was a pretty brown girl. So
Mhm.
that
True.
hit different. That really hit
Me,
different. Okay.
mhm.
My sister's here. To be black native, I'm gonna rotate you off because I don't want some of y'all to act a fool with me. Let's let
Okay.
Marcella let us
Hey,
for a minute.
Hey,
Marcella.
Marcella.
Hi, I was just talking about you. I told everybody to come over here with you.
Okay, I love it. How you been?
I've been good. Y'all was on my topic. I think it should be called The Real Housewives That Live Around Potomac.
I know that's right. Them heifers ain't
Because
in there. Are they?
Real
um
Housewives and Friends. Because Robin and
yeah,
Giselle.
Wendy lives in Finksville, which is like an hour and a half, an hour and 6 minutes away from Potomac.
Uh-huh.
And and it's far, y'all. It is
Okay.
far. And then um Candace live in Upper Marlboro,
Uh-huh.
and
I heard that.
that's closer to like DC. And
Mm-hmm.
Giselle lives in Bethesda,
Right.
and Robin lives in Baltimore.
Right.
So it's a long way. When
Right.
they all meet, I guess they just and then Ashley lives in Virginia.
Yeah, she does. I heard that.
What?
Yeah, I heard that.
So
Now,
Are you ever
Mia
living in
lives in DC.
downtown?
Mia lives near Oxon Hill, which is where the MGM Grand Hotel is, and
Yeah.
it's called Oxon Hill.
Okay.
So that's a great way too from DC.
See, that's the thing. They're all like out and spread out. But you know what, Marcella? I'm not even making too much noise about that. As long as they're still living a certain type of lifestyle, not living in stables and whatnot, pushing 2 houses together. Because when you hold on, y'all, because when you look at Housewives of Atlanta, most of them are not in Atlanta. They're just not.
They sure
They
not.
out, they
right.
out in Duluth.
Duluth
They
and
out in the suburbs. Maybe they are not in Atlanta. They're all out in way out, way out. They're not in Atlanta metro. They're not in town. So I think that can work as long as you're in the general area. I can work with you. Just have the lifestyle. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Have the lifestyle and don't front because the stable house with the Versace coverlet, honey, that napkin on the bed. Listen, the Dollar General in the kitchen. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All that right
Yep.
there is a problem. Yeah, exactly, lovely Sherry. Nobody on RHO Beverly Hills will actually live in Beverly Hills. That's true.
Right.
And Miss Diva to you says that just Candy lives in the ATL. So yeah, that happens. And I can work with you. The rest of the ladies are close to what they're supposed to have to be on that type of show. But when it comes to Gizzard Neck and her sidekick, I'm not understanding where you fit in. You
Yeah, they
you
don't
Right.
have
don't have
money, the
husbands.
lifestyle.
It's like you don't have husbands and
Mm.
you don't have the bank account.
Yep.
Yes.
You just
Then,
running around harassing people who do.
yes, I just don't understand how they're on the show. And like you said, they're not married. They're not bringing a man to the relationship, and I just don't get it because Giselle is not married, and Robin is not married. I don't care how much we talk about she's going to get married. It won't be this season.
Right.
Ain't gonna be ever.
And Robin and Giselle, another thing, they don't have storylines. Like, they don't really let us. Giselle is not really letting us in at all.
Girl, she
Right.
let you in. Ain't nothing to see. Didn't you see the West Wing? That's it. Ain't nothing else to see. When you walk in there, turn around in a circle and walk out. Unless y'all gonna follow her to the doctor's office and check her
I'm about to
medical
say
records.
I don't want to see the bumps and the lumps. So
I
I
don't
want to
want
go
to
over
see it.
the same thing. I want to know what's going on in that hot box.
I don't want to know nothing.
Yeah.
no.
Nothing. Not nothing.
Uh,
And I'm gonna tell you this much: if you
Ain't got
want to
quick
know,
fix for that.
hold on, darling. If you really want to know what's going on with her hot box, listen carefully. She likes pretty little girls like yourself. So you
Oh
go and
yeah.
see her, and I promise you, she'll show you everything about it. Okay?
Oh no, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that.
Hey, she likes pretty girls like yourself. So now you go introduce yourself here, and don't be surprised if you get hazed. Okay? You know,
No.
yeah.
yeah, you got to
Yes.
be
Because
careful.
But y'all, what
Hmm.
devastated me tonight is that Miss Mia announced it. Ah, she was a stripper.
I loved
Oh,
it. I loved it. I loved the fact that she broke it down for me and let it, just laid it on out there. And it was just so funny. It's like they're looking for something on her. And Marcella, girl, I just feel like they're gonna be sadly disappointed. This is somebody who lives in her truth, honey. She's not running
Yes,
from none
but
of her truth.
but she did explain those gowns.
Yeah.
It's not ball gowns. It's not prom gowns. It's gowns where it shows your booty, your coochie, and your breast.
Exactly. But you know what? People who were like gowns, what do you mean gowns? And that's okay if you don't understand it. But just tell people you've been in the house all your life. Don't run around here embarrassing yourself. Tell me what you mean gowns. Listen, they have gowns and the stuff that they showing, like you said, Marcella, it's a gown, but it's showing everything. It's
Everything.
showing
And then she
all
said
your
that she
goodness
wasn't an escort because she doesn't get paid. Well, how did
to be
Mr. G
ruined.
get up there? Mr. G must have been paying something.
But that's not even what it is. She went and got her a sugar daddy. And her sugar daddy decided to keep her. And he decided to marry her and decided to put her over his businesses. Now what that says to me, that apparently she ain't got no hot box, but her box is worth something. Okay?
And that's what Wendy don't like
I
because
mean,
when it
But
first appeared, it appeared like that Mia was like this educated woman, a chiropractor, but then we found out, oh, she wasn't a chiropractor or been to school at all. I don't know if she's been to school. Let me go back on that, but she's not a chiropractor, and she's just running her businesses that her husband passed on to her, and he pissed me off tonight too because I don't like that he told her that she needs to find more balance. Well, if she's running the businesses and bringing in the money because you're retired, how in the world is she going to find balance to take care of the kids? Now, if a man is out working, he wants the woman to have everything at home done.
but this is the thing that you have to understand. It's never going to be that way, and we can get on past it. Alexis E, thank you for the
Mm-hmm.
super sticker. And I'm going to say this. G wasn't telling her anything wrong, and I don't think it came from a place of criticism. It came from a place of him trying to be supportive to his wife because he knows that this is what she wants to do. She wants to run the business, and she also wants to still feel like she's being a mother and holding down her position at home. And I can speak from that standpoint because I've done it and still doing it. So I know that as a woman, you want to have the balance. So he was trying to be supportive, like, hey, boo, Find your balance. You can do it. G is a good husband. All
Yes,
day,
he's a
every
good
day.
husband.
He's
And
a
because
great
he's
one.
retired, he's still watching his money, ladies. He's still
That's
watching
right.
his own money, and he has the last say. So if Mia told me to order 1,000 of Robin hats, I
Yeah.
still got to go to G. I
Right.
got to
You
say,
still.
Mr. Gordon, your wife wants to do this.
Yes.
Retired mean he's not going to the office every day, but y'all saw him on that Mac computer
Yeah.
checking all his notes,
To make sure
checking
everything
his
was
money.
good. And you know what? I like that, Marcella. And I honestly, I think they make a great team. I like to personally, I was excited to see a black couple actually have each other's back. I like the incorporation of her son's father and that they all kind of get along. You got pictures of just him and G together and the baby, not him, her, G,
Yeah,
and the baby. It was a real
that was a
solid
real good
connection
look.
there, and the fact that these were not brand new pictures, something they just took for the show, this is their real
Right,
lives. And I'm interested to see how Bravo is going to handle actually looking at some black folks that ain't dysfunctional as hell. I
They're
enjoyed
gonna try to
seeing
terrible.
that. I definitely enjoyed seeing that. And I'm laughing at Wendy because it's like you have an issue with this girl, not because you think she didn't work hard, sugar. You have a problem with her because you realize that the way she's been blessed and things have worked out for her, that it would never work out for you that way. And I'm not saying it's bad or good. It's not a judgment statement. It's something that you just have to accept. And it's okay if certain blessings come to certain people. Guess what? If somebody's naturally 5'4" and 80 pounds, she's gonna naturally be the pick for the ballerina in the school play. That does not
That's
mean
it.
there's anything bad against me. It just is what the hell it is. Okay,
yeah,
me 5'10" and looking like a titan, they might pick me to play the Amazon in the school play, and I bet you I'll work it like a part-time job. But that
And the
doesn't
world would
mean
be a
it's
better place
anything,
if people would
and that
just
does
accept
not
it.
mean that it's anything against a woman that's smaller or more petite or demure. Wendy has not learned to appreciate the strengths in her sisters and the strengths in herself, and understand that we're all absolutely different and we're more fabulous together. She needs to quit hating
absolutely.
and learn how to love and appreciate the differences, the variety, the variables there. Because we're all black women, but we all bring something different to the table. If you're the
Absolutely.
academic, girl, be the academic, and ain't nobody mad with you. Nothing's wrong with that. I didn't think Wendy was ugly before she had them people cutting in her face. Wendy thought Wendy was
That's
ugly
funny.
before them people cut in her face. And so she's mad with everybody that she feels like had pretty privilege. That's what's going
Did
on here.
y'all notice last week that her husband was gonna write Mia name down, and she said, "Don't put that."
Yes, I saw that, girl. I mentioned it. And it was
Hmm.
so funny because it's like she's automatically on guard that her man would look at that woman. That says to me, you're basically giving another woman power. You're saying
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
I feel like she's more beautiful than me. So don't you dare mention her name because that's the person I'm threatened by. I could
yeah.
never sit
Yep.
in a room and feel like any other woman got something on me. You a lie. You a whole lie. And the truth ain't in you. You laying up with this man every night. He know all about your cookie box. And you mean to tell me that a woman can walk in the room and you're afraid instantly that she can turn your
Insecure,
husband's head?
Ooh, wouldn't be me.
insecurity.
That's sick. That's very sick. I can guarantee you, I don't care how small your waist is. I don't even care if your booty is bigger than mine. And baby, trust me, that would be a magic trick. I ain't worried about Papa turning his head to look at you. Because I know one thing and one thing for sure. I know what I got. Okay?
Right. That's
Now
She was
me.
Wendy,
sitting next to him
Wendy
telling
ain't
him.
talking. What you say, boo?
She was sitting next to Eddie, getting him in line, making sure them answers all lined up, like she was
Yes,
gonna win
honey.
an award to get to heaven or something.
She was trying to prove to the world, it's like, see, we on the
That they
same
the
page.
perfect couple.
Yeah,
Mm.
you ain't on no same page, girl.
Now,
Your
but
man
see,
reading a whole different book.
in my experience, when you try to control your man and he doesn't feel like the head of the household, and you supposed to lean back and be the neck that turns the head. You ain't supposed to rule the head. That's
Thank you.
why allegedly he will be creeping. If he ain't doing it now, he gonna be doing it after a while because he gonna get him a woman that make him feel like he's the king.
Yeah, she
You know
Yes,
what?
basically
yeah,
pushing him towards another woman.
Uh-huh. But
yeah.
let me
That
tell you
that
though,
insecurity will push them towards somebody else.
well, the thing
Yes.
is, now this is the killer part. This the killer. Now, I think Wendy, now Marcella, we grown, all the way grown.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna call us that old word, but we grown.
Right.
Now, do you think, because this is what I'm thinking, girl, do you think that Wendy is handling Eddie like that because she feel like he can't run back to his family because of how they got married? You think she holding that over his head?
I feel like she
Hmm.
know her husband done crept. She done
Mm.
threatened him about that money. If you leave me, I'm gonna take this. And I feel like he can't go back to his family because he done married this Ebu, or whatever the hell she is. And
No,
then he gotta
no,
put up with
listen,
it.
she's not. Now, Marcella, we can't say that. What she was accused of being was Osu.
Yeah.
But from what I'm hearing, her family is not Osu. So we can't
Oh,
say
okay.
that they're Osu. Yeah, they're
Well,
not
that was
Osu.
alleged, but I'm saying
That
he
was
you can
alleged. The
tell he
lady,
feels terrible. You can tell that
because he
he just
disconnected from his family for this lady.
and they have beautiful family. They have a beautiful family, but I think she lets her family, her mother, engage too much.
Mm.
But that's a part of their culture because I think their mothers are just really controlling like that. Period. Because like my
Girl,
friends that I
that
know,
ain't no
they're not
culture.
controlling.
That ain't got nothing to do with culture, honey. No, ma'am. Because my folks are Igbo too. That is not culture. Her mama is just overbearing. And her mother is only able to do that because his mother is not present. That is the
Right.
only reason she's able to
Mhm.
get away with that crap. Because let me tell you, a girl marries into a man's family and not the other way around.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Mm-hmm.
The reason she getting away with that and this lady is muscling him around and pushing him around is because his mama ain't present. And what I want to know, what in the hell did the mama know about Wendy so bad or that family so bad that they were that against the wedding?
I
Because
want to know that too.
it gotta be
Well,
something.
I
I
think
don't know
it was
whether it was.
classic. You know, when you meet a man, sometime these days, that these mothers want to control the son, and this woman comes in and blow his mind up, and
Mm-mm,
he's more
mm-mm.
focused on the girl, and he decided to be that man and take that step and be with Wendy at the age of 17. So I really think that the parents may not like that Wendy had that hold on him.
But
But
now
see, then
Marcella, you
when the
might be
kids
onto
come,
something.
they
Y'all
don't
read
even
this.
want anything to do with the children.
That's what I'm saying. It's something other than that, Marcella. That's not normal. Let me tell you something, in case y'all don't know. If it's any Igbo people in the chat, y'all can back me up. No Igbo mother anywhere is gonna let her son, her male child, have grandchildren, and she don't have some involvement. Especially if she has, if that girl gives him male children, even if they don't like her, they would have came to get those kids. You're not gonna
Yeah,
convince me. Let
Yeah.
me tell you something. I have seen stuff where the mother-in-laws hate the girl. They try to chase her out of the house. They will try to bring the son another wife and push the girl out the house. I have
right.
seen some
Yeah.
real nonsense go down, and I'm not talking about American TV bullcrap. But when those girls give birth to babies, even if they try to still get rid of the woman, they still want those grandchildren. Let me tell you
Yeah,
something. I use guilt on my kids too, okay? And one thing about Igbo moms, we know guilt. Even when they're trying to guilt you, the first thing they say, "Oh, you're gonna let me die before I can carry my grandchildren." This boy done gave her male grandchildren, boys and girls.
true.
And this woman has not showed up to collect any of those children. Something is wrong.
Yeah. That's
I
Some
that's
want Eddie to
that's
be able
yeah.
to see his family, and before the show is over, I would like to see Eddie reunite with his family, and his family kind of accept Wendy and the kids.
Yeah,
I want to know what the story is. I don't just want them to accept it because it may be something really wrong with her, okay? So if something is really wrong with her, I just want it to come on out because for Eddie's mother to have that strong of a stance, she knows something or she suspects something about that woman and her family. That no way that would go like that. Yeah, okay,
Well,
so y'all know what I'm talking about. It would never
Yeah.
happen like
we
Yeah.
never.
all know that Wendy character is not good because remember it was they came out that Wendy had you know stole somebody's friends to get on the show or she stole a list or something. So
Yeah, we
Wendy
heard
has
about
a
that.
shaky character. So she probably did something with something conniving why those people don't like her.
Mm. But it's more than a
It's
dislike. They have
because again, the
completely left.
kids.
This woman has completely left her son. I don't know whether
Yeah.
this is her first son or whether this is her youngest. I don't know which in line Eddie is to this lady. But no Igbo woman I know is going to give up her male child, her son,
Yes.
and his children. Those children belong to his family and not hers. That's not that's not how that works. When you give birth to children in our families, those children belong to that man's family. Period. Unless she gave birth in her father's house unmarried, those children do not belong to the mother's family. For his family to relinquish those children and him, there's something very bad going on. I'm
Well,
sorry.
somebody from Africa
I'm with
bring us
Eddie's
some
mama.
tea.
I'm with Eddie's
I'm gonna get
mama.
ready to
I want
go.
to know what happened. I
I
want to
love you
know
guys.
what happened.
Bye,
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 Marcella.
baby. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.
KD, I announced her.
Oh.
She hung up on herself. Lord, Marcella.
I think she was saying that she shouted me out on maybe on.
Oh, okay. Got it. Catherine 10, we talking about Real Housewives of Potomac. Y'all forget my voice. I'm trying to hang. Lovely Sherry says, it seems that in African culture, the mom has a say in who the son marries. This is not African culture. This is
There's
Igbo
no
culture.
such thing as
Yeah,
African
Africa is
culture.
full of tribes.
Yeah.
This is Igbo culture. And the mother doesn't have a whole lot of say in who the son marries per se, but she's going to give her input. And for a mother to react that way, something is very wrong. You're not doing that for no reason. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That is not how things go at all. Bump what you
Tanisha,
saw.
someone in the chat asked you to give an example of what could have possibly happened to make that family totally, not
Yeah.
want anything to do with Wendy.
I mean, I don't want to accuse nobody of nothing, but I got my suspicions. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, and Nika hit it. Probably something spiritual. Thank you, Nika,
Dude, I'm
because
about to
I
say
didn't
I'm
want
gonna
to.
have to ask my husband.
Look here,
What
I
do you
didn't want
think?
to say it. I didn't want to say it because I don't want to be accused of accusing them people of anything. But it's got to be something very bad, and I mean something horrible, for them to
Mm.
walk away and not collect those children that rightfully belong to that family. That it just wouldn't happen like that. And not only that, who's going to relinquish their son so that if anything happens to him, they can't even come in and the children won't know them or anything. Hey, Druzy G. So you got to look at all that stuff. It's the reason for it. There's nothing happens for no reason.
Oh my
As
goodness, somebody in the chat is going off.
what happened? What happened?
Someone in the chat said that Wendy's family is cursed.
Well, that was the lie that was going around. They were claiming that they were Osu, and saying that you're Osu does not mean that you're cursed. That was part of the older caste system, and some people do still keep up with the caste system, but they're saying that from what I've heard that they're not really Osu. That was just a rumor. So that's something completely different. Yeah, PBT Joy, exactly like that. I wasn't gonna say it, but since you said it, I'm gonna leave that there for a second. Yeah. It's something really funny and fishy with that whole situation. That's why I said I'm not gonna blame Eddie's mama because there's a reason for why that lady is doing what she's doing, and I'm gonna respect her. Jaja El Shabazz says, last year Karen said her dislike for Wendy was ethical. Uh-huh. It wasn't really discussed, but it was said. Yeah, it was said later as to what it could have been. And oh, Nicole, I miss you. She says
Hey,
Shaniqua speaks
Nicole.
fact. They don't play about family, especially the children. You got that right. That's one thing that they will fight you tooth and nail about is them kids. Okay, it's deeper than that. Hey, Queen Black Beauty Bootylicious. Your name always gets me hung up, and I love it. Anyway, Queen Black Beauty Bootylicious. Queen Jean says that goes for Black women here. We're not going to disown our kids and grandchildren for nothing. That's true. That's very true as well. It's just sometimes it takes, our folks cross the water a lot more to turn loose. Like they will take a lot of crap before they turn loose a baby. That's just not gonna happen.
But it's the woman's job to try to get in good with the family and try to make everything cohesive when there is an issue like that. And it doesn't seem like Wendy is even trying.
Well, what's she gonna try if those people just flat out rejected her now? If she go over there, she's gonna get what she's looking for. Now that's all I'm gonna tell you. And you figure out the rest. Now if she goes skipping and hopping her happy butt over there, now whatever happens to her new booty is gonna be on her.
So she can't send them no type of offering, no type of money, nothing.
Girl, if she has been flat out rejected and they done told her don't darken my doorstep or don't bring your foot back over here. Listen, when those mamas talk, it's best to listen because they can get real crazy. And PBT Joy is spelled IGBO, evil. Mm-hmm. Yes. And Nicole is breaking it down for y'all a little bit more. Yeah, the bloodline is with the father. For the grandmother and family to disown, it means it gotta be spiritual. That's what I'm thinking. Girl, me too. Me too. There's some funny business going on.
Well, I am getting an education tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. It just don't go like that. And so Wendy is over here, and I feel like I feel like she's perpetrating a little bit of a fraud because she knows she's on American TV, and a lot of people really don't peep the little stuff that's going on that don't really make no sense. Okay, Destin says that's probably why Wendy is so unlikable in general. Something in the milk ain't clean. Okay, say it for me now. Say it for me. Brown Skin Beauty said, Eddie said last year during the baby christening, why his family doesn't accept Wendy. It's an issue between the moms. No, that's what Eddie's saying. Ain't nobody falling with that. Mm-mm. Talking about he said out his mouth that the mama say she cursed. Being cursed does not mean what y'all think it means. That lady know what she's saying. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. I respect Eddie's mama. Mama Eddie, if you listen, I respect you. Okay, mama de mama. Okay, I respect you. If you know what you saw, mama, I respect what you saw. And I don't blame you. Because I don't like Wendy at all. So what y'all think gonna happen next week?
I think it's gonna slow down and get a little boring because we saw Giselle and her daughter. She's trying to help her daughter learn how to drive,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. It just seemed like it's kind of slowing down a little bit. But I want to know how is Karen and Mia gonna get into it? What's gonna spark that up?
You think Karen and Mia
I
gonna
mean,
get
not
it?
Karen and Mia, not Karen and Mia. I'm sorry, Candace and Mia. I seen on down the line, Candace and Mia are not gonna get
Oh,
along.
with the salad throwing.
You know
Yeah,
what? I can believe that because
Candy's mouth.
Candace is such a follower. And if
yeah.
y'all watch closely since the beginning, Giselle has been feeding little batteries to Candace the whole time about Mia because she want her to end up saying something slick or taking a jab or taking a shot. And Candace is so dumb, she didn't peep that they pushed her up to get in Monique's face and get drugs. And
Yes,
now,
the same way. Yes,
now they're
that's
putting her up to get in Mia's face. And Mia might be the one to beat you half to death and then sue you for breaking her nails. Like, girl, you better fall back. Don't let these people gas you. And
I think
PBA
that
say Miss Dorothy is shading Chris in the role of husband. Just somebody need to shade him.
I saw that too, but that Mama Dorothy is right about Chris being. Why does he need to be the manager? Like the mama said, what's wrong with his career?
You ain't got
He
no
ain't
job.
got now. He ain't got now. That's what's wrong with it. He ain't got now. Not one.
Making sandwiches for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently drinks for himself in the
Ooh.
noon time.
That was a lot.
Oh my. Yeah, Candace is starting to turn on Bubba. But Candace is starting to turn on Bubba Sparks because the crew is turning on Bubba Sparks. That's what's doing it. Hey, Keaton. You say it's nice to see no mosquitoes on this point. Yeah, ain't no mosquitoes over here. You got your clothes on today? All right. Imagine if Chris was black. Child, if Chris was black, they would have drug him a country mile. Dr. Cass say broke Chris had the nerve to say he was off from work. Boy, you always off from work. You ain't never not off from work. He do need a job. Hell, at this point, just go back to selling them fish sandwiches out the back door of Candace's kitchen. We'll take that.
What Martin say? The Tommy, you ain't got no job.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he plotting. He got his eyes on money, but this is the problem. I believe Mama Dorothy is smart enough that he ain't gonna be able to just get his hands on nothing. You gotta remember, Dorothy the one with the money.
Yep, she controls.
Candace just worked for Bravo. That's it. Like literally, if he go after Candace to quit this job, and he would end up having to get a job at Burger King to pay her.
Yeah, why they not quickly getting pregnant? Most newlyweds, they want to move forward with that.
He ain't got no money. Would you be in a hurry to get a baby from a broke man?
Not at all. But I think Gizzernick and Robin got something planned for Mia, and they gonna all have a sit down, and they gonna try to get some information up out of Mia next week.
Okay, well that'll be good. That way we can see Mia cut him down to size. The lovely Sherry say Dorothy ain't gonna let him get a dime. Keaton say why isn't Miss Dorothy a housewife? I don't know, because I would rather her than her daughter. Cooking with Miss D say her mama don't play. She don't, and I absolutely love Miss Dorothy.
I'd rather Dorothy than Robin.
Let me tell you something. Miss Dorothy stole my heart when that girl said she hit her in the head with a pocketbook. I was in love with Miss Dorothy from that. Actually, Dorothy is my kind of lady. She is my kind of lady. The only problem I got with Dorothy is I feel like Dorothy didn't hit her repeatedly with that purse. She shouldn't have stopped with one lick and said, oops. Now, had she drawn it back 3 or 4 more times, then I could have sent her an edible arrangement. I could have done it. Hey, Mother Diamonds, I ain't know you had snuck up in here, girl. Say, let's do some charitable work. Let's invite him to the porch. He can cater our next event. You know what? Chris, I don't know if Chris can cook. Chris don't look clean. Chris don't look clean. We can take up a love offering for Chris, though. We can. After Miss Dorothy throw him out that house. I think that's why she got her cardboard cut out up in there. Quasia say Robin and Giselle should ask Mia to teach them some moves to arouse their men. Child, now that would be funny. You know what? One of y'all need to write Bravo. One of y'all need to write Bravo and tell them that maybe that Mia should take all the girls to what Smart Cookie. I know you know, because you know about all the healthy stuff. What they call it when the girls work out with the triple pose?
Pole dancing?
Or pole therapy sometime.
Okay, she need to take all the girls to do the pole dancing lessons or class of therapy. And that would be funny, because I would love to see them stiff heifers try to swing around a pole. That would tickle me to death.
Oh, they need to. I did some pole dancing classes. They better get up there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
look, my man will never be bored.
Oh, see, y'all fast. Don't y'all start that stuff. All this fast stuff y'all were doing and going on, talking about you going to the pole dancing class.
And need to go back. I'm just waiting.
Somebody said in the chat that Mia text Giselle back and told her there's nothing for them to sit down and talk about.
Wait, who texted who?
So, Giselle was texting Mia, telling her we need to meet up and have some drinks without Karen around. And they said in the chat that Mia texted Giselle back and told her there's nothing that we need to sit down and have a talk about. Right. So Mia already putting them down.
Yeah, she already peeped the bull crap.
And why was Giselle lying about them text messages anyway? Like Mia was just thirsty to be her friend.
Honestly, I think Mia was being strategic because she knows they're nasty. So I think it was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and disarm you. Oh, you just look great. Give me your number, girl. Let's keep in touch. And I think that was a very smart thing to do. That way Giselle would have to find a reason to dislike her. You can't say she wasn't friendly. She was. You can't say that she didn't engage with you. She did. So
and
now
I think that's why she said at the table that she felt like, I think that was a chess move when she said, I think Giselle has a good heart.
I told y'all what that was. Now that was the equivalent of somebody telling an ugly baby that they got nice shoes. Like you couldn't find nothing else to say. You got a good heart.
Oh,
Y'all know
bless
that's
your
what you do when you see an ugly baby. You can't say, "Dang, that baby ugly." You gotta say they got nice shoes, or you call them precious.
True, that is true. Or like I tell somebody, like you said, you just find something nice about them to say.
Right. And listen, I have seen some people, and I'll be like, "Girl, who did your hair?" That sometimes that's all I can find. And I think Mia looked Giselle over. I think she smoked her over real good and was like, "I don't see much. She dressed a little crazy. You got a nice heart." Like there was nothing else to do. There was nothing else happening.
That's why Karen was okay with leaving her alone in the room with them.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Karen
Karen
had already told her what it was. Yeah. But this is what's funny. You know what, Mia, you a hot mess.
Uh-uh.
Mimi talking about she walk away from ugly kids. So when they bring out the ugly baby, Mimi, you just walk off. You don't even say nothing. I
Oh
can't
Lord,
stand
I
you.
surely don't be wanting to pick ugly babies up. God
Oh, I'm
forgive
not gonna
me.
pick you up. I'm gonna let your mama hold you, but I will say, oh, the baby's so precious. Look at
It
the
depends
precious
on who
baby.
baby it is, because I might just tell you your baby ugly.
You know what? This fool here talking about that's a nice stroller. Yeah, yeah, that's a nice stroller. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. Like, boy, look at oh, she got some nice, cute little shoes. Look at you, dressed her so good. And that's what was going on. Mia couldn't comment and compliment on the outfit because Giselle was dressed like she was about to open up for a 1950s doo-wop group. I don't know what that was she had on. So the girl, y'all didn't leave her nothing else. Mother of Diamond say, "Who did your hair?" Not because I like it. Your baby have bright eyes. Yes. I never heard about bright eyes, but I'm gonna use that. Hey,
Why
boo,
was Ashley crying so much like this was her first time giving birth?
because it hurt every time. Shoot. Oh, me on my say, yes, Shanitra, you touched something. As an African woman, and them being African in this situation really shocked me. We don't rock like that unless exceptional reasons. Very strange. Thank you, girl. That's what I
Mm-hmm.
was saying.
Mm-hmm.
It's something really bad that lady knows. Okay, Druzy G say I say precious too because all babies are precious, even if they ain't cute. That's what I say. I don't care if the baby ugly. The baby's precious, and I love all the precious babies. Okay, but it's something funny going on with that. We're gonna keep playing around with Mia. And Mia gonna take the gloves off, and she gonna quit talking about hair and shoes, and they ain't gonna like it. Mimi said your baby is definitely yours. You can't deny that.
What did Kenya say? You can get all the work you want to get done, but your kids are gonna look like the original you.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on. Kenya said that?
Yes,
Wait a
ma'am.
minute. Hold on. I'm gonna say this one more time. Kenya said that? Okay. Okay. Baby Blur had on some nice shoes. Yes, Druzy G. Every pregnancy and birth is different. People need to know. I don't care if you have 10 children. Every one of them's different. I had 3 babies, and every
Mm-hmm.
one of them hurt like a son of a gun. My
Because
last
they take
baby.
pain differently.
Look here, my last baby, unlike my first one, I tell people if I had her last, I wouldn't have had another kid. That last baby was right at about 10 pounds, and I hurt so bad that I threw up everywhere. I had never been in that much pain in my life. So just because you done had one, it's not like your cooch, stay open. It don't just hang open down there waiting on you to get another one. That thing closes right on back up like ain't nothing ever happened. And then you got to go and pass another Thanksgiving turkey. Now I want y'all to take that in and think about it.
Yeah,
You do a lot of damage to your body passing out children. Having
yeah,
babies,
you do.
it's a very painful and dangerous situation. And they say that's the closest that a woman comes to death is
Yep.
going
Yes,
into
second
childbirth.
time.
So when I saw her hurting like that, I felt for her, but then I also felt like glad it wasn't me. Okay, I don't want no more children. I got all the love and support. I'm sending her positive vibes, but I'm glad it wasn't me. Okay, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Keaton, what in the hell is you talking about? Talking about, oh wow, the more you know. What did we teach you today? You know about childbirth already, I know, because you're not a baby. But it's the truth. Like I mean, every birth is different. You'll
Yeah.
have one that fly out like they got a cape on their back like Superman. You'll have another one that you'll be in labor 12 hours like my second one. And then he had the cord wrapped around his shoulder. They had to shove him back up in there and pull him back out. The last one came out in a hurry, but this heifer pushed her own sack out. When it was
Oh
time for them
wow.
to break my water, the doctor just pulled a pair of scissors, a hemostat out of his pocket and just clipped the bag because she had kicked her own bag out. That's why I be trying to tell y'all, baby, children are terrorists. They come here terrorizing your life from day one. You just, don't take them too serious. Watch them. You can't trust these little people. You don't know them like that. Monet said Candace Dillard Bassett suffers from bipolar disorder. She was clinically diagnosed in 2009. It took 3 years to find the correct meds. She is off and on with therapy. She's afraid of having a child with baby daddy. Well, I'm glad she's afraid of having a child because you mess around and have a child with a broke man, you're going to have a reason to have some disorders.
Exactly, because the bills don't care how you pay them; they want to be paid.
Thank you. And children listen, those terrorists cost a lot of money. They make demands. They make demands, and if you don't do what they say do, they start crying. They start tearing up stuff. The bigger they get, the more money they cost. It gets real out here. Okay, that's all I'm saying. If you ain't got no kids, don't be in no hurry. Yes, and cooking with Miss D said, "Oh my, the pain is so bad." Yes, it is. If you have not known pain and you don't want to meet pain, just don't go have no children. Okay.
Yes, God, the pain is bad. And also, when I was going through labor, my mind was like racing too. I don't know about y'all, but when, I was like, I hope that, just praying for the doctors, hope they don't make any mistakes, nothing happens.
I remember just hurting. That's all I remember. I remember hurting. Every time I remember hurting. And then the second one, I was on the phone trying to figure out some gossip in town because somebody got shot and I wanted to know who did it. Okay? That's all. That's what I was doing while the contractions was hitting. I'm just telling y'all the truth. I was getting in other people's business, much like I do with y'all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Every Thursday
Sister
and
Nitra,
Sunday
if you
night.
was worried about somebody getting shot while going in through labor.
I was, because they said it happened at the gas station and I wanted to know who did it. So I was trying to get the business. Yeah. Keaton say she not trying to be baby mama number 4. But she ought not to want to be baby mama number 4. That sounds terrible. That sounds like a bad movie from the 80s. Rebecca says Mia seems like she is not happy in her marriage. Girl, I don't know where you got that from. She look happy to me. She might be overwhelmed and it's getting to her. What's the purpose of Candace on the show? Good question. That meeting with Karen was unnecessary. Yeah, it kind of was, but I think it served a purpose because in reality, somebody need to tell Wendy the truth. Wendy run around here like she playing make believe, and the truth is, baby, business is not make believe. Business ain't make believe. And she need to know you need a budget. You need to have a business plan. You need to come up with a target demographic. You need to come up with a way to make yourself stand out from others. And she didn't have none of that going on. She put a candle in a box and wrote Anya on it.
Well, she had a paragraph now.
I mean, but I'm just saying, what was that paragraph gonna do? And Druzy G's coming with the realness. She said, but she married a man with 3 baby mamas. Make it make sense. That's what I said. I wouldn't have wanted a man with 3 baby mamas.
I thought he got 2 baby mamas, and she
Whether it's 2
the
or
third.
3, he got all them
It's
kids,
too
and
many.
he gonna pay for them.
Well, look, she married him. I wouldn't all them baby mamas, but she married him.
Dorit said, hold on, y'all. Dorit said she only did it once, and that was enough. One baby was enough for you, girl. Go ahead, darling.
I don't think, and I'm with Dorit because my second one was unplanned. My kids are 14 months apart, but once you see their little face, you be so happy once you see them. But I don't think that Mia likes having sex with her husband because she said, we got it in a little too much. Like when she delivered that, it didn't seem like she was happy about it.
Well, if you got babies after getting it in a little too much, I wouldn't be happy either. Every time I got pregnant, I was pissed off. Every time. I don't care.
Nothing about that. I
Yeah.
out however many that man wanted.
Well, bless your heart. That was not my story. Every time I got pregnant, I was ticked off, and I wouldn't care how good of a time I got getting that baby. I was never happy when the doctor said, "Congratulations." Yes, Dorisa, LOL, mine was a terrorist when she was born. Yes, girl, don't they come out terrorizing you? They learn real early that they can cry and make the whole world stop spinning. They learn that they can throw a bottle and make you go get it umpteen times. These children come out here figuring out how to run us.
Throwing the
Yes,
bottle out the back seat window, my kids used to do.
yeah, I'm telling you, they're terrible little people, and we love them to death. We love them to death, and they're terrible little people. And then they grow up to be big people. And I try to tell parents all the time, give it back to them. Let them finish their education, support them all the way, and then go move into their houses. That's my plan. I talked with the Lord about this. We have an
Don't be like
understanding.
Wendy Mama now, Sinitra. Okay, don't be
Well,
making your
see,
kids buy you no breasts that you ain't gonna show to nobody.
the lies you tell, I'm asking for titties. I want a new stomach. I want everything. I want enough plastic that I can have a Tupperware party by my goddamn self. I want everything fixed up nice and squeaky and new. I sure do. And
What
I ain't going nowhere either. I'm gonna sit in your house and eat your groceries. I'm gonna have them drive me places that I don't need to go. And I'm gonna ask for all kind of money for my hair. Because that's what I be paying for. I want all that. That's right. Mo Walker say they go from puppies to cats. I'm done. True story. Mama six here. Okay. It's the truth. Like I said, I don't like Ashley with that. I actually like Ashley pregnant. Pregnant Ashley is funny to me.
Yeah.
Pregnant Ashley kind of sit back and laugh at everybody's foolishness. Mother Diamond
You
says,
don't
as
be
you
coming
keep
there.
giving birth, your uterus stretches, so each successive baby can be larger than the previous one. Now that I believe, because all my kids got bigger and bigger. Girl, I had them tubes cut, tied, and burnt because I thought the next one was gonna come out as a center for the damn LA Lakers. That last girl was almost 2 feet tall and 10 pounds. Real talk. That was a big joker. DT says, best plan, Shanitra. That's what my mom wants to do. Wait for us to get good jobs, and then she moving in with us. It's a great plan. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think. Listen, moms, if y'all listening, go ahead and support these kids so you can move in with them, okay?
well, move
Corrine,
in with
thank
me
you
so you
so
can
much.
be my nanny then.
Yeah, Corrine, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate that. But it's true. Listen, support them kids. Support their dreams, support all of their efforts, because as soon as they make it big, you moving in. Made me say, I don't see how Ashley screwed a skeleton. Girl, I don't either, but my hat's off to him.
Bag.
A skeleton that be cheating like crazy.
You know what? Listen,
Ashley got the bag.
but what that says to me is there's multiple people that's willing to lay still for that skeleton. I want y'all to let that sink in now. Let it
Yeah.
sink in. Lord, wait, I was trying to get HUA,
Oh,
but
they
they
hold
moved
off
it
on
too
that
quick.
couple.
He didn't say, I'm going to need Ashley and Michael to go buy a house. They've outgrown their condo. Child, that's what them people do. That's what they do. See, it's only our folks that get changed for $5 and wanna show off and grandstand. The other people know how to live small and bank big. What we need to do is change the way we think. We the ones got it backwards. Druzy G say I can't live with my son. He be minding too much of my business. Ooh, Druzy G, what you getting into? You don't want the baby to know. Lord, divorcing Darby on Bravo TV in 2023. Well, if she divorced him now, she got her a good child support check coming. She knocking him down. Oh my gosh. I ain't studying you, DT. Mother Diamond say, I love you, Shaditra. I have 4 diamonds. It's real out here and in these child rearing streets. It is. It is really the real thing. Like, it's not a game at all. Well, listen, y'all, we done had us a good time. We done
Yes,
unpacked
we
the show.
did.
We done unpacked it, packed it up, unpacked these phony heifers again. And listen, we'll be back next Sunday after the show so we can unpack and talk about what they did next time, too. Now, listen, I want to remind y'all of a couple of things. Like this video, if you haven't done it already, if you ain't subscribed, please, please consider subscribing. Those of you who want to be Royal Family members and join this channel, The link is in the description box below. Also, those of you who are royal family members, I have received very few emails or inboxes with birthdays. If you do not do so by your birthday, baby, we can't celebrate you. And I mean, send in your birthdays, your anniversaries, any other days you want us to celebrate, including pregnancies, because we want to give you a virtual baby shower. Allow us to act like family with you, okay? Also, those of you who want to participate in the Black Business Spotlight, there's 3 spots open every single month, okay? We got 2 more this month. If you need help with your presentation, let us know. Our coordinator is awesome. That's Sister Egypt. She can help you get your presentation ready so you can advertise your business. Please do not do things like leave links and comments in the chat or on the post. Like I saw one under the vendors list. That's not how we do it. If you want to advertise your business, contact us. Let us help you so we can show you properly and show you the right way. Yes, lovely Sherry. These are the church announcements, and y'all govern yourselves accordingly. Now, if all hearts are clear, we're going to get up out of here tonight. I enjoyed y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. And I'll be back tomorrow with our crown chat so we can talk about the real stuff because y'all done had a few days off to be good and messy. I gave y'all Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. We done had 3 good messy days. So we'll be back being real and taking care of stuff on Monday. Okay? All right. In the meanwhile, y'all have a good night. Enjoy yourselves. I love you all. Y'all make sure to remember to love each other. And we'll talk again tomorrow. Okay? Bye,
Good
y'all.
night.
Good
Bye.
night.